Welcome back to my garden. This is the front garden, right next to the driveway. And, it looks about the same other than, needing mow until you get over here. What's all this? There's the wait, didn't there used to be a totally different pattern of pathways? Yes, there did. We're changing it. And that's because we realized that where the bird feeder was actually keeping us from using the path back there, so we might as well plant. And it was also making it difficult for us to fill the bird feeders. We love our bird feeders, we love our birds. But anyway, there's our lady with the arch, which, yes, the arch is slightly tilted. The bird feeder is now up here. It was back there. By the way, yes, you can see the arch for my roses that I've put in. I think it's coming along nicely. Need to prune it. This was my herb garden. And I don't know why anybody's screaming, but there it is. Oh, teenagers. Okay. So at the edge here where this divot is, that was the edge of kind of a circular bump out of my herb garden, which had 3 kind of circles coming off the main. You can see the circle used to go right here and right around there. And then there was that spot there that I could walk into. And then there was another circle right there. We're taking that out and we're putting in a smooth circumference, which, well, it will be. I'm going to have to move that golden oregano and that winter savory to another location. And then this goes around here. So what used to be the line of bricks in front of my roses, see, my roses have gotten bigger, which I'm happy about. But they've also kind of overtaken that planting bed. So we've pulled that out. You can see where I've pulled it out. And we're going to be planting in there. And we'll put in some stepping stones to make sure that we can still get in there to prune things. So there'll be a pathway. But instead of trying to mow, and right there where all that digging is, that's where the bird feeder was. So we just moved it straight back away from the windows. So it's still in line with the windows so we can watch them as we're having food. But this is going to be reorganized. And a whole lot of this is going to be expanded out. Most of this is still going to be herb garden. But where that bloody dock is, that right there, the red-veined, it's red-veined sorrel, also called bloody dock. Somewhere around about there is probably where my other beach plum is going to go. Because you need 2. So we'll just move things around. As you can see, I already brought some really big paving stones to go around the base of the bird feeder so that we'll be able to stand there. That's pretty much going to be paved with flagstones. And I'll put some like alyssum and maybe some thyme, some things like that in around there so that, it'll be pretty. But that area is mostly going to be paved so that we can stand there and, get the bird feeders without having to navigate all the way back to there, which is where it was. Pardon, my finger keeps getting in the way. So I think this will look really nice. I'm just kind of annoyed about having to move some full-grown plants, but it will work out. And we're recovering a whole lot of the stepping stones for extending our purposes. I am seriously thinking of extending the blob, what I call the apple blob, because there were 2 apple trees, still are, in it. And I'm seriously thinking of extending it out a little bit here. But we will see. Everything needs to be mowed, but it rained, so everything grew like absolute madness. The baby apple trees are doing very well. And we are contemplating The pathway there has to remain open because it's a possibility, I would say almost an inevitability, but a possibility that we may eventually need to put in a handicapped ramp. And we don't know whether it'll go off the side or off there. So we're planning, based on a worst case scenario, to have the ramp come straight off the front and straight down without anything that will be too much trouble to move. But that is, other than the mess, which every time you change anything, it's a mess. But I think that is going to be really nice looking. And I'm sorry for not posting more often, but I threw my back out and I was mostly lying down inside and barely doing anything. It's still hurting me, but we at least managed to come out and get some work done. So thank you for bearing with me, and I'll see you in the next one.